Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode here on our single player world. We are ready to get going today. Trust me, we've got a lot to do, and I'm ready for it. I'm ready for this episode. So we are starting off here because you might notice from the last episode that something a little bit weird has happened. And that is, these guys are no longer on their leads. I was about to say leashes, but they're leads. So it definitely is the case, and I was not going crazy, although I might still be going crazy. That doesn't identify the problem. This is still happening, and it's really, really horrible, but that's alright. We'll ignore them. I just heard, zombie pigman, that's what I must have heard. Alright, so in between the last episode and this episode, I needed to update you guys on what's happened in this world. First of all, nothing over here. We're just going to walk around this way, and then we will see it soon enough. So we had a stream on Monday for me, Sunday for everyone else. And what we have completed, you might be able to see. Hopefully you guys can work it out while I'm walking here. Still, if you guys haven't worked it out, I'm going to give you another little hint. And if not, I'll tell you. It's this mountain. Look at that. Look how beautiful it's looking. I think that's looking really, really good. I think that mountain is looking really awesome. And I've even tried to get the dirt and the... Let me get out of here. Get the dirt and the snow and everything just coming together here, and obviously the stream helped out a lot as well, which was really awesome, and I think it's turned out just great. I think it's actually looking really, really better, much better than I was expecting it to. So there we go, that's our first mountain. Now what we've got, and let me just fly up here quick. Maybe we can perch ourselves on top of that windmill. But what we've got is, we've got our other mountain that was the larger one that we tried to do very, very long ago, and we just didn't get it right, which is that one there. And I think I even maybe messed around with this piece over here, and I've tried to connect this one into that one there, and I've also been taking the top off of that one. By the way, this one over here, this whole piece, that was built by us. But yeah, I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to get rid of a lot of this. Let's just head on down here. And this is where all the big work comes in for this episode, because this is going to be a very long, a lot of work planning this episode out, I guess. I feel like there's going to be a lot of work in it. So coming over here, I'm going to get rid of a little bit of this over here. So I'm going to get rid of a bit of this mountain, and I'm going to try it again, because this shape is just not working for me at all. Like, have a look at that. You've got this area here kind of sloping down, this one over here as if it's kind of leaning over to the side. That's just horrible. And by the way, what I've got planned for this is going to look amazing. It's going to look so beautiful. Hopefully. That's what we've got. By the way, I've taken away some of this here, and I decided, before I get going, I may as well start the episode so we at least have something to do. But what I want to do before we go over here is I want to head on back to a project that I don't want to forget about, and we have started it a few episodes ago, and that is down in our inn, in the inn. And that is the cellar that we started, but we got everything in and we just didn't make it. So I think we should probably get to that, get a little bit of stuff done in there, and then what we'll do is we'll head off, and I'm thinking we're going to do a time lapse today. I'm feeling a time lapse. So we've got our secret code there. Thank you. I love that. I love that little secret entrance. It's so awesome. Right, so inside here, you can see that we can't go much further than this, because if we go any further, we're going to start hitting into our... our mushroom biome over there, our underground mushroom biome. You can see there's some of the lighting for it. So we don't have too much space, but I think this could still work for us to make a nice crammed little storage area here, where I don't know what's going to be stored, but something's going to be stored in there. Let's just head out there. Perfect. And before we actually do that, I also have another thing that I want to do, and that is protect our population of mushrooms. Of course, we only have the 2 here, and we did move another, well, we only have 1, but I brought another one during the stream, and I don't want to lose them. So what we're going to do is we're going to get, oh man, we're going to have to head on back, get some wheat. Right, we got what we need, and this is just a warning to you guys coming down here when this world is eventually up for download in 2 episodes time. By the way, I'm super excited for 2 episodes time, and you should be too. Trust me, it's going to be an awesome time. The chicken farm's back there. That's what you hear, and why those pistons are going off, if you can hear that. Now, one bit of warning, this is why I wanted to come down here and show you, is for those of you guys who might not be too familiar with this area, it does spawn creepers, and it's only creepers, I swear. There's never any other mob that comes around here. So what we're going to do is we're going to send these into this hand, and hopefully we can get the attention of both these guys. There we go. Now, I want a little baby mushroom. Let's see it. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Oh, we got a repopulation. We still have to do all this stuff. Let's see if we can grow this guy up and maybe get ourselves another one. So I want to just make sure that, let me just check my back. Make sure that we don't lose these guys, because I'm not going to go through the nether again. I've done way too many trips to try and get mushrooms, and I don't think we're going to do another one. So that guy should grow up any second now. That's all I really needed to do here. And oh, what is in here? Let me get rid of this stuff. Man, I can't forget this stuff here. It's got some good stuff in it. All right, so that seems to be the end of this biome, I think. Maybe we'll do the roof at some stage, but I don't think that's too necessary. But I think this one is now all clear. All clear, and I've got a plan for another underground biome, which we might talk about a bit later in the episode, but I think you guys are going to like that one as well. All right, so what we're doing now is we're going to be doing a very simple build, pretty much because I just want to see how we can go with how little resources we do have for this build. Oh man, I'm going to have to keep that one there, and we'll get rid of that there. In fact, we don't need this one on our hotbar. So what I was thinking we could be storing in here, because this is meant to be a secret room, of course. No one's meant to know about it except for us. And what I'm thinking will be a good thing of hide in here would be either diamonds or gold. And I've kind of walked into a whole bunch of gold that I've had recently. So I guess what we're going to do is we're going to be putting in a bunch of gold in here. And I'm just going to close that one up there. Maybe put a little bit of mossy in there. One of those. And how far? I can't take that one out, can I? No. Okay, this is actually a little bit tough just to be able to get a good size here. I don't think we can go too much further back there. Okay, maybe we'll just take away this roof. See, this is where some of these things become a bit challenging when you're building everything so close to each other. And I don't think I can go in there. All right, so let's just get some wood in here and we'll get some support at least going on the roof there. There's some there. Get some in here. It's going to be a little bit flat, but you know what? We can't do anything about it. There's some there, and around here we'll put in another one. Like that. Perfect. Okay, now, do I have any... I hope I don't have redstone on here. Okay, I do. Oh, man. See, this is the struggle building around this stuff. So what we'll do is we'll replace it with one of these oak ones. Like that. No. There. We'll do that for now, and then that. And we'll place in... It was a repeater, I'm sure, going into here. Just like that. No delay. Good. Good. And I'll get rid of these. There we go. All right. So, no real harm done there. What we're going to do next is we're going to just go back in. And then... By the way, that's important. Okay, once we go in here, then we can just fix up the rest of it. All right, very easy. There, there, there. And... Perfect. All right. I don't want to break up anything else, so we'll just do that there. And we'll fix it up at a later stage. Because of course, that's our motto. In fact, I could probably take this one down one. I can't, but that's all right. We'll fix that. So let's get a torch in here. Oh, we don't have any torches. All right, we'll just get some gold in here. Let's fill it up. Just a bunch of gold blocks like that, and maybe a few in here. And I don't have too many diamonds, so we'll have to go and get some diamonds at a later time. Much later than what we're talking about with these other things. And I was thinking a bit of gold spilt on the floor would be really awesome. Yeah, look at that. That's all I really wanted. That'll work for us. And we'll get rid of that there. And put one of these in. Okay, awesome. That's looking a lot more shady and a lot more cooler, I think. Can we... Yeah, we can create a bit of depth in there. Perfect. Change the floor up. And that's done. All right. So this is now almost complete. I just have to fix this button up here. And that shouldn't actually be too hard for me to do. In fact, what happens if I get rid of these? And I put the button down here. That over there should be able to do it. Right? If I put the button down there. Okay, very easy. Very simple solution. All right, so once that opens, there it closes, there we can go. Okay, great. Now, that mountain that we were speaking about a bit earlier, I'm so super excited about it. Oh, sun's going down. I'm very, very excited about it. And I think what we're going to do now is we're going to start a time lapse, and I think this one's going to be a really, really awesome one. I've got a good feeling about it. So, without further ado, let's get to it. Alright, I hope you guys did enjoy that, because I have absolutely enjoyed this project. It's been really a long time since we've been planning this one out, and I'm so glad that we finally seen it all come into fruition. Look at that. Look how awesome that is looking from the city. Man, that is looking good. Oh man, that is looking so awesome. Imagine when we get that one involved and that one there involved. We might even get rid of that one, I'm thinking. Maybe just to get rid of all of them, but that is exactly what I was hoping for. Looking out of this town, look at that. That is so, so good. It's just a matter of time before we've got even more and more of this land all covered. And you know what? I've realized over time, building this world, what has made the biggest differences has not necessarily been the buildings, which, I mean, it wouldn't be a town without these buildings, but it has been the landscapes that we've done that have made the biggest difference. For instance, all of that stuff over here, the big, large farmland area, and doing these extra custom trees and things along this kind of style have made huge differences. And look at that there. What I've decided to do, by the way, was to pull in the dirt coming up here as if it's the mountains almost just, it's too steep for dirt to stick. I don't know, I'm not too sure, but pretty much I don't think that there would be much more life up there. So if you kind of pay a little bit of attention, let's just go back here, just a little bit of attention, you can see that there's slightly more plants as you're at the bottom going up to the top. And look at that, towards the top there's next to nothing. One little thing I did do is going up here, oh, we still got to do the back of the mountain, which isn't as important, but going up here you can see that we've gone ahead and used the snow layers to layer this thing just so that it doesn't look as square and boxy as it should. And the snow blocks, in fact, I used the previous stone blocks and I switched them out instead of building them on top, which I think made a larger difference than plopping them just on top of there. And this one over here is of course the smaller one, which I showed you at the beginning of the episode. Man, I'm so happy with the way this turned out. Let's go down here again and check it out a little bit more. So good. so good. I still want to do a few smaller things here. And oh, I just realized I have made a little bit of a mistake there. There we go. Get rid of that there. But yeah, this is going to turn out to be so good. What I'm planning on over here, because I mean, we can't just have a river coming out of nowhere. That just doesn't make sense. So what we're going to do is we're going to open this piece up here and have a little underground little waterfall thing going on in here. And this is where I'm talking about that underground biome is I'm planning on doing an underground almost iced over caves. It's like a semi-iced biome, if that makes sense. So as if we had a water stream from a little bit of ice that's at the top there melting, coming down, making a little bit of a waterfall inside of here, and then eventually coming out of this into the stream, going out into here and feeding the water into here. I think that is such an awesome idea, and it's something that I didn't plan out originally, but as I've been building this, I've been thinking about it. And then we've got another little announcement for this mountain over here, so probably more up towards this side here. Let's just head out there. I'm planning on making a little bit of a lookout area from the inside, and we're going to have to be sneaky with the way we do it. So probably using a bit of that and also some other things just to create a secret entrance into this mountain. Because remember, this town, this city, this village, whatever, you know what, the reason I'm saying is because I get, every time I mention town or city or village, I always get a comment mentioning how one of them is a bit silly and the one makes more sense. So I'm just mentioning all of them. And what we want to eventually do is populate this up with all villages. We just want villages in everywhere. Not a ridiculous amount, but we want to be able to control it. And that's something I'm planning on doing. And I'm planning on it being inside of this mountain over here. And I think that's a really... And it'll be an interesting thing for us to do, an interesting project, because of course we're going to have to protect against zombies, and we also are going to have to protect ourselves from the villagers turning into zombies. So it'll be a very tough project, and I think we'll have to continuously replenish them, because I don't think we're going to have 100% of everything stored. I've just realized we've got a lot of stuff in here. In fact, this stuff over here could be kind of useful for some builds and stuff. Look at that. Yeah, that's great. Okay, we'll have to empty those shulker boxes, because not only that, those shulker boxes are super useful to us. Alright guys, so I think when I had a look at that after this last clip, it looks like we're pretty much out of time for this episode, and it's kind of funny because it's a little bit shorter than the rest of our episodes, but it's taken me so much longer than any one of them, and I think this is the lookout for this spot here. It's just so perfect. Look at that. Oh man, I cannot get over it. It's a great addition to this, I think. Tell me what you think, of course, but I think this is a great addition to our village and this entire world. So for today, guys, I think that will do it. I'm going to sign out facing this way, looking at our mountains. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.